In today's lesson, we're going to be sharing with you 2 simple drills that help one of our students, Kieran, really improve his ball striking with irons and his consistency.
Yes, and if you're really serious about improving your game, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you see more videos just like this. Also, if you want to save 5 pole shots off your score, click on the link down below to access our free video series.
Okay, so Kieran came for his 3rd golf lesson, struggling a little bit with his consistency with his irons, some mishits, some directional issues. Let's take a look at his golf swing and show you really where he started, and then we'll show you where he ended up with these 2 very simple drills that you can actually do as well. Right, so let's have a look at his golf swing. Great setup, great backswing you'll see, very much on plane, club face is good, great pivot. But when we get to the top of the backswing, one thing that we'll notice now is his downswing transition. We'll see that he swings over the top. Clubs goes forward, a little steep, a little across it, and we know when we do this, we get some inconsistent interaction with the ground, some heel strikes, some mishits, some other places, some directional issues. Now,
Guess what? Don't do it.
Don't do it. But what we're going to show you is how we corrected that. Now, the first drill that we did, Pierce, was all about the release. Now, if you're somebody who swings over the top, generally there's something that's causing you to do it. Now, with Kieran, it wasn't in his backswing. There was something else in his downswing or through swing that was causing. Let's talk about the release and go through the first drill, Pierce.
Okay, so yeah, the release. So we're going to use the face magnet. Really cool piece of kit because it gives you a lot of awareness then of where the club face is. But how we're terming release in this instance is how the club face is closing through the hitting area. So you can see as I'm swinging through now, you can see where that face magnet is pointing. It's pointing behind me. Tiger Woods, all the best golfers are like this. People who slice the golf ball often will look a little bit like this, like Kieran was as well, with that face now pointing up to the sky.
Look at that chicken wing as well there, that chicken wing, a lot of people relate to that, but this is what we do not want to see.
Indeed, so we see this open face, chicken wing, and as Andy said, the over the top will happen as a result often. So I think, the first drill Andy did, and this is a drill we do a lot, is we just give you the feeling of how to get the release and accelerate that feeling by actually just doing some one-handed swings. So trail hand only, and just having some swings and just being aware that you're rotating the club. It's as though you're shaking hands with a target. It's as though you're playing a forehand topspin. You can even hit a few golf shots doing this. That's a good idea.
I'll get out of the way.
Stepping back there, but only just some gentle chips. Just understanding, that wasn't so good, so I'll play another one. Just understanding what it's like to rotate and release that face. So you can see there, full release on the way through, shaking hands with the target.
Definitely. And this was a different feeling for Kieran because he's used to trying to keep the face pointing towards the target. Closing the face and turning it was quite weird. So if you're somebody who swings over the top, this is the first thing you need to check.
For sure.
So let's hit a shot just in that, Pierce, and let's
Me working at this release is not always the best of things for me because I'm very active in my release. So it could close the face a little bit too much, but hopefully I'll get a nice draw as a result of doing that. There it is. Little draw hold up against the breeze. Oh, hello.
So this was really nice for Kieran because he got the face closing, the shape changed, he wasn't hitting any these sort of horrible slices. But then it was like, okay, how do we get him on plane? But we needed to do this first. How do we get him on plane? So here's the sticks. This is something you can do as well. So all I'm going to do here is just line Pierce up. I'm going to place the stick about a club head inside where the golf ball is. Make sure it's lined up here. And then I'm just going to ask Pierce to swing to sort of halfway back, just here. I'm going to place the club in the ground here, level with the stick, level with the hosel of the club.
I hope this isn't halfway back. This is more of a waist height.
Waist height. And this is the same angle as the shaft, hopefully, from here.
Yeah. They pretty much match up there, Andy.
Perfect. That's pretty good. Okay. So the idea now from here then, Pierce, was that his backswing was good.
Yeah.
But what we wanted him to feel is that he swings down underneath that on the way down. This is a big shift here. So you'll see when Pierce does this, backswing stays normal, downswing he gets the club underneath here. This is changing the path for him and shallowing him out. So we did this for a while. Definitely a different feeling for him.
I like really when we get people to do this and do this myself, that I want to make sure I'm looking at the club head and understanding what it looks like, seeing how it moves, and then I'll look at the ball and I'll get the feel and I can see it out the corner of my eye, and then I may even close my eyes and go, well, can I actually do it closing my eyes and rely totally on the feel? So there's a lot of blending in that needed, and this is it's like you're creating a masterpiece, but it takes time, and when you've got the rough outline, you've got to blend it all in.
Yeah, definitely. So just let's hit a shot then for Pierce, just feeling that, and we'll get a slow-mo of this. And this is key for just changing where that club is, fixing that over the top and the downswing, a little higher on that, a little bit cleaner, which we would imagine. And I'm sure a lot of you guys at home will relate to the over the top? If you are, let us know in the comments. What do you struggle with? Do you have any drills that have helped you with it as well?
85% of golfers do, don't they?
86,
like
Pierce.
86.7.
86.
Do one more. I like it. I do like this drill for myself, to be honest. Beautiful.
Very nice. Okay, now the beauty of this, when we got Kieran doing this, we looked at his golf swing. It was pretty close to playing. Now the issue was the ball wasn't actually doing a very good job. It looked better on the downswing, but it wasn't actually performing that well because when he was focusing on the downswing, he lost the feeling of the release. It's hard to think about two things in the golf swing, so thinking about this messed up this. So we were like, okay, what do I do now? So we then came up with a combination drill of implementing both of them, which was really a post feeling combined with this. So Pierce, talk us through this one, because this really enabled Kieran to blend everything together and work at the two things at the same time, which was key.
If you've been watching our videos for a while now, you'll know that we like focusing on things after the ball's been hit to actually help you at impact. So what Andy did with Kieran was he got him to what we would call parallel point 4. Don't worry too much about this. It's basically when the club shaft is parallel to the ground. And from here now you can see I'm fully shaking hands with the target. The toe of the club is up at a minimum really. There's no problem with actually over rotating it there. That's fine in this case, especially if you're a slicer. So getting the toe up and then from there literally swinging back and then hitting it. Shall I hit it with this here as well?
Yeah, let's do that. That's exactly what we did.
So what will probably happen is, and what would happen with Kieran, on the way back he may go slightly underneath this stick on the way back. That's okay, because as long as we get it on the way down underneath, that's the key thing that we're after. So from here, set the club and then swing back. And again, guess what? It was always going to be a draw from there, wasn't it?
And do you know what? Kieran nailed this. He actually got it smack on plane on the way back and smack on plane on the way down. And this is the important thing. We actually want the club to be missing here, both sides. This was just the feeling. We didn't want him to be underneath this. This is the feeling to get him more on plane. Let's do a couple more and then we'll show you the results from Kieran as well.
So you set me a challenge there where he actually went above that on the way back, did he, straight away?
He nailed it.
That was really good.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was really good. Okay, so here, full release, above, under, and he's always going to have a little bit of an overdraw on that one.
Yeah, and if you're a slicer and over the top, shaping it that way is great. But this combination, and you'll see on the screen now with Kieran, you'll see him doing the drill. He preset there, you know, past the golf ball. He swung back perfect. Look how shallow the golf club is now, and look at the delivery of the club. So much better, completely different golf swing. And he was hitting the golf ball so much better in that session.
I'm gonna hit one more. One thing I've been feeling myself is that actually the ball is coming out the toe a little bit, which again would be great for Kieran because he's obviously a heel striker probably predominantly. So again, full release, swing back, swing under, hit a draw, out of the toe. Kieran must have been happy with you. Did he tip you?
He didn't tip me, no, but he's playing some good golf, which is the important thing. So look, there's two really simple drills that we know can help you. Make sure you check out the 5 Shots Lower video series because there's so much in there to help your game as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you soon.